Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to the MikeWagnerShow@gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the Donate Listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, also on iHeartRadio, Apple, Google Play, iTunes, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with a mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful gentleman from San Diego, California, courtesy of Spectra Records. He has a new album called Issabelle that's going to be out very soon. A couple of songs we're going to play for on the Mike Wagner Show, We Don't Change and Cumberland. He also had a really good song that was out too, got a lot of attention, called I Don't Pay My Debts, which some of us normally don't do here. So live from his very wonderful studio in San Diego, the very talented, multi-talented musician, singer, songwriter, guitarist from sunny California, Ben Limpic. Ben, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi there. Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Hey, it's great to have you as well, too. So you've got a new album that's coming out very soon called Issabelle. You also have a couple of songs we're going to play for you, We Don't Change and Cumberland. You also have a song called I Don't Pay My Debts. You're from the San Diego area, and you've got quite an interesting background. Before we get into all that, tell us how you got started in music.
I got started in music when I was probably 10 or 11. My dad showed me some stuff on the guitar, and I was played for my youth groups and stuff in church when I was a kid, and then just kept going and started a band when I was 16, and on and on we go.
Mm-hmm. And of course, what was that one moment that influenced you into music?
My dad's a musician, so, at first I didn't know if I was going to play music or not, but I kind of was sort of forced into it by my friends and the people around me, like, hey, your dad can play music. Like, you definitely should learn to play music. It's time for you to do that. So I kind of just started doing it. So
it must have been like peer pressure, it sounds like, or did somebody put a gun to your head? Play.
Right? Yeah, exactly. No, and I had to, because I was playing for youth groups and stuff, it was like I had to play live the whole time from the get-go. So, yeah, I had to start improving somehow. So I just kept practicing and keeping at it, and now it's been, like 15 years. So
wow, 15 years and all that training. That's amazing. And who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
My favorite artist right now is a gal named Phoebe Bridgers. She's fantastic. She puts out a bunch of amazing records. One of her amazing songs out right now is she has a new record out like a week after mine called Punisher. She's just amazing. Everybody should check her out. We're kind of in the same genre-ish thing, but she is so amazing. Such a good writer. Yeah, I love her. She's great.
It sounds like it as well, too. And who are some of your favorite guitarists growing up?
Guitarists? I mean, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Randy Rhoads, but I never got to the chops up to be like Randy Rhoads. So I'm more settled around like, you know, I just like good feel for songs. You know, I've never been like a super intensely talented musician. Like I don't read music and stuff, but I really, you know, like anybody, I just want to like stuff and feel the music that I'm feeling and try my best to put that down so that other people can experience like an honest emotion that I'm feeling.
You also talked about your dad being a musician as well, too. And what did he play and who did he play for?
His name's Jerry Limpic. He released a few records under his name in the 70s, and then he actually, funnily enough, I had him sing harmonies on almost the whole record. He sings a little bit of harmonies on almost every song on the record that's coming out. So,
wow, amazing! I'm looking forward to that, and we'll play one.
I was so proud to be able to do that. He sings harmony in the two songs you're going to play.
That's amazing. Like Father, Like Son, we're going to play one of your tunes in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with singer, songwriter, musician Ben Limpic from San Diego here on the Mike Wagner Show, and we talked about how you got started in music. And what's the San Diego music scene in like for you?
I mean, I've never known, you know, Southern California in general is, you know, the only music scene that I grew up in it. So coming up there, you know, it's challenging like anything else, but I think nowadays that the internet exists, I mean, you know, it's all about being able to have people connect with the music you make, not so much like having to pull people to shows. But, you know, the scene down here is great. I mean, people are supportive, you know, it takes a little nudging, but, you know, people come out. Right now I've been doing really well doing my, you know, live performance, you know, live streams on Instagram and Twitter and, you know, posting those things just, you know, so people can get some fun live music. I do some covers and stuff all the time. So, I try to do stuff like that quite a lot on my Instagram and my Twitter, which are both at Ben Limpic. Mm-hmm. People can just watch stuff there. Yeah, just funny videos of me and my wife and my dog and playing music. You know what I mean?
It sounds like it. And how many hits and likes have you been getting on those songs that are on social media?
Oh, millions, obviously.
That's the secret. Of course, some people do lower than that. Some people do larger than that. Sounds like you got a really good following. Of course, you got one of your songs out there called I Don't Pay My Debts. And tell us more about that. And you really don't pay your debts? I got to ask you that question.
Well, I mean, no, it's not quite literal. It's about a time in my life where I was like, I lived in another place. Like I'd moved away from San Diego for a little while and, you know, was just struggling to, you know, kind of, you know, afford my lifestyle. I was like drinking a ton at the time and just having a lot of problems and kind of like on the verge of like a mental breakdown moment that happened later. And I'm all good, so nobody worry. But, you know, it's about a time in my life where I couldn't afford to even do the bare minimum. So it was kind of like acknowledging like a low point of like, fuck, like, oh, sorry, I don't know if we can even say that, but of basically saying like, man, you know, I'm not doing great, and like having to grapple with that and be real with yourself about it.
And of course, you also got your other albums as well, too, like Acoustic Live, Palm Reader, Abalone. You can tell us more about that before we talk about your new album, Issabelle.
Totally. Palm Reader is a studio album. Abalone is a record that I made in my garage, experimenting with a lot of vocoders, and it's really cool. That's a really fun, artsy one. Then the Acoustic Live one is a compilation of songs different songs I played live over the years that I had been workshopping or whatever and put out. Then I did a single called Green Needles and White Ghost, which are Green Needles is a great song. I absolutely love it. It's about kind of the time in my life when I proposed to my wife. And then now Issabelle, that's my wife's name. This is a record, I just thought, why not dedicate the record to my wife? And, I also had a killer song that I wanted to write about her that's on the record. So.
That is fantastic as well, too. We'll play one of your songs in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look on a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and over 35 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with singer, songwriter, musician Ben Limpic from San Diego here on the Mike Wagner Show with his soon-to-be released album Issabelle, which is coming out June 12th as well, too, through Spectra Records. Right now, we have a song from that track. It's called We Don't Change, right here with Ben Limpic on the Mike Wagner Show.
I try to control. Learn my way around my home. Subtle rules I cannot know. Consequences are coming in slow. Give me wisdom so I can know. And repeat. Field tested, oh, I'm alive, but a failure to properly implement it in the light. We don't change, oh honey, well we don't change. I don't say anything. Yeah, is admitting to ourselves we never had all.
That was Ben Limpic. We Don't Change here on the Mike Wagner Show. Ben, tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write We Don't Change.
Oh man, We Don't Change was just it's about a transitionary period in my life where I was kind of coming to terms with how I thought about the world and my feelings about just anything. It's a pretty broad song. It talks about everything from my thoughts on kind of the general concept of God being bullshit, and then my thoughts on like people trying to live up to some like projected lifestyle on Instagram and things like that. There's a little dig in there for all these different little things that kind of bother me potentially, and it just tries to like provide like maybe a concise argument in some ways for what I'm thinking.
And what do you base your lyrics on as well too in most of your songs?
Feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean
I write pretty emotionally, so I don't. It's not a huge agonizing process for me writing a song. It's more like a few hours of just kind of channeling in this new data, you know what I mean, and putting it down so other people can hear it and I can hear it, and you know what I mean? Like, It's not very agonizing for me. So I just try to write as honestly and emotionally as I can in the moment for what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. We also have one of your songs as well, too, which you're also inspired by. Here's Cumberland with Ben Limpic here on the Mike Wagner Show.
Rolling in Nashville, burning at the speed of my gun. Lighting up the tailpipes, gonna watch the smoke jet run. Pretty little paint job fucked up on the side of my mirror. Cutting up the asphalt, I'm gonna kill them all, I fear.
Great song by Ben Limpic, Cumberland, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And tell us more about that song, Cumberland, and what inspired you to write that song.
Oh, this song's really fun. So on one of my tours, I was going out to Nashville and back from San Diego. So like a 30-day tour by myself in my car, just sleeping in my car every night and, showering at gyms and stuff like that. And when I got out to Nashville, it was my then girlfriend, now wife's birthday coming up. So my mother was nice enough to help us out and fly her out to Nashville to meet me. And we were able to spend like 5 days together, just kind of adventuring around Nashville and loving it and having a good time. And Cumberland's the main river that goes through Nashville. So that's what the song's about.
Oh, it makes me want to go swimming in there in the summertime. How you like that?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there you go. We're looking forward to that. We're also looking forward to Issabelle coming out on June 12th, courtesy of Spectra Records, in a few minutes with Ben Limpic here on the Mike Wagner Show. And what do you consider your most funniest moment you had either on stage or in the studio, or just in life in general?
Oh man, my funniest moment. Dang. Oh, well, okay. So I sang some songs in a movie that came out in 2015 called Rudderless. Mm-hmm. And when I got asked to participate in this movie, I thought it was like a UCLA film student movie. Like I had no idea anyone famous was in the movie. So I said yes because it was like a cheap amount of money, and I was like, sure, I'll get some money and help some people out with some music. And I wait about a month. I barely practice. I go up to the studio. I get set up with the producer. I'm pissed that it's a home studio, and I'm like, oh great, I knew this was all going to be lame and bullshit and whatever. And I turn around as I'm getting set up, and William H. Macy walks in the door, and I realize that I'm about to sing for a real movie, and I really wish I'd practiced more.
Oh, my goodness.
But it all went fine, and then, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a really, then I ended up singing a duet with Selena Gomez, and, Lawrence Fishburne's in the movie. It's a great movie. People should check it out. It's called Rudderless. It's William H. Macy's first movie that he directed. So I accidentally sang in a real movie.
Wow, amazing. What's it like working with William Macy and also being with Laura Fishburne and Selena Gomez? I
didn't get to meet Lawrence Fishburne. William H. Macy is the sweetest man on this planet, and I love him very much. His wife is an absolute sweetheart, Felicity Huffman. She's completely amazing. I accidentally, at the premiere, was walking through a crowd of people, and I shoulder checked Selena Gomez harder than I think anyone's ever shoulder checked another person.
Whoops.
So she ran in, her shoulder checked my shoulder and made me bounce off of her like she was a brick wall. She is very strong. And I didn't even have time to apologize or introduce myself. So that's how I met her.
That's fantastic. That's
but man, I've never been hit that hard in my life. She is a strong lady.
Maybe she's trying to get your attention somehow. So
I don't think so. I think she was just walking and had a purpose.
Mm-hmm. I could see why, but at least he had a brush of fame right there too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Biggest influence in my career, there's an artist I love, David Bazan, who has really figured out a lot of great ways how to be a working musician in this day and age, and make a buck in an honest manner, and tour and do the things, be honest with your feelings and do a lot of the difficult things that need to be done publicly so that people are able to see him do good things and the right thing and be a good example. So I really love David Bazan. He puts out amazing music. Anyone that gets the chance to go see one of his shows really should. He's incredible. He does living room shows. He also has a band, Pedro the Lion. Fantastic. I love them.
Sounds great. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Anything that you love doing. The only difference between people that get to do it for their whole lives and people that don't is people quit. If you don't quit, you'll get better. just keep going.
And I think that's a great point as well, too. And of course, once again, Ben Limpic, singer, songwriter, guitarist out of San Diego, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Ben, big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Well, my music's available everywhere on, all the streaming platforms. It'll be out on Friday, the 8th. So at the moment, if you want to go pre-order it on Apple Music or iTunes or pre-save it in Spotify, anything like that, it'll be out on Friday. So everybody can check it all out. And then talk to me on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Ben Limpic. I would love to hear what you think, and just have fun talking to you about if you like the record. If you don't, I like hearing about that too.
All right,
so,
that sounds great. And Ben, a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'd love to have back on sometime in 2020. You've been fantastic.
Mike, thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.